It's 10 to 8 and I'm only just starting work. I have been up since 5, but I literally refuse to get out of bed because I'm taking it seriously what I said yesterday. I've laid in bed, I've had 3 brews. So yeah, just starting work now. Oh, feeling good. Thought I'd give a quick lettings update because it's Monday morning and we've had all the viewings at the weekend. So we've had an application on Palmerston Street, which is brilliant. I think we originally had an application on that 3 weeks ago, which failed. And then it's just been stuck. No one's been turning up for the viewings. I've mentioned this in the past. I don't know what the hell's going on at the moment, but no buggers turning up for viewings across every property. So that was really positive. We've got a pending application on Lomax Street. So that was Saturday was its first day of viewings. So that's really positive. We're just waiting for them to put the deposit down. My apartment 3 has finally had an application on it, which again, I think that's had 25 bookings or something, 24, 25. And this weekend was the first time anyone's turned up and now it's gone. Crazy. Alma Street, the referencing is now completed. They've passed the credit checks. So it's just a case now of getting a date from them when they're moving in. So really positive weekend of viewings. So we've only got 2 properties still available to rent at the minute, which is New Church Road. Let's have a little look. Some with a CCJ. Yeah, so that one's still available. And then Cog Lane, which we literally put on last week. I'm not even sure if we did viewings for Cog Lane. I think we did. Let's have a look. No, so we put it on Friday. Yeah, so we'll be doing viewings this weekend. Okie dokie. And then today, Belgrave Street in Nelson. I'm going to go and photograph that and then we'll get that listed for this weekend's viewings. Yeah, so that's the lettings update. Really positive weekend, that, especially when it's sucked arse a little bit for the last few weekends with no one turning up. And considering we had snow as well, which usually puts people off, that's really positive. So yeah, buzzing with that. So that's the lettings update. Anything else that happens during the week, I'll be sure to let you know. But yeah, there we go. So I'm now going to crack on with my normal daily stuff. Gym at 10:30 today. Like I said, photographing Belgrave Street. I've got a site visit at Mount Pleasant, a site visit at my flip on New Church. And that's it. So, see you in a little bit. So, one thing, obviously, because we've got a lettings agency that we need to deal with is tenant debt. Tenant debt and obviously not paying rent. So, I've got an example here of a tenant whose rent was due on the 22nd of November, 675. Now, when your rent's due on that day, what we do is, if it's not paid by 9 AM, we send a WhatsApp to the tenant, just to remind them, payday. Then, if we've not received any contact from the tenant the following day, we send them a nice red reminder email, which I'm going to try and put on the screen, so bear with me, because I've never done this before, so might work, it might not. So anyway, if you can see the screen and it's worked, then that's the example of the invoice. So day 2, they get the email basically saying, look, your rent's due. They then get another reminder on, so it'll be day 4 that it's late. Again, reminding them of the rent. And then they get another reminder on day 8 of past due the rent, which is the final reminder. And then we then work with a debt collection agency. And if we've had no contact from the tenant, which we haven't in this case, they've just ignored phone calls, texts, emails, you name it, they've just chose to ignore us. We basically pass it over to the debt collection agency and then they deal with the arrears from them. Now, there's no cost to myself or my clients. The debt collection agency actually add their fee to the tenant's debt. So, pardon me, in this case, the tenant owes us $675 rent. And I think it works out, I think the debt collection company add 15% plus VAT. So the benefit of this is, well, tenants just don't take landlords and letting agents seriously when it comes to rent arrears. They just don't. They don't believe we have any power. They don't. They just think we're mugs in a nutshell. But funnily enough, once the debt collection company gets in touch with them, they suddenly pay. It's crazy. So we've been working with this company now for just short of a year, and we've completely reduced, like, the arrears is unreal. It's made a massive difference. It really has. So yeah, I thought I'd give an example because I've just sent the email now to the debt collection agency. You know, their rent were due on the 22nd, and it's now the 4th of December. So they've had well more than what's stipulated in the email. So yeah, that's an example of how we deal with the tenant debt. So they will make contact this week and we'll probably get the rent next week, which seems stupid really. But another thing that we do find is, because it's coming up to Christmas, why save up for Christmas presents when you can just not pay your rent? Get a lot of examples of that. It's funny because they still pay the Sky, won't they? And they'll still pay the phone bill and they'll still pay everything else. It's just that, you know, we're seen as the easy option. You know, the reality is, if you don't pay your rent, it should affect your credit score. Because if you don't pay your car loan or anything, it goes against your credit. So why shouldn't this? But yeah, so this is an example of how we try and be as proactive as we can for our clients. And just, you know, you've got to be firm but fair with tenants. You know, if this tenant was having genuine difficulties and just said to us, look, you know, the car's broke down, we've needed to fix it, X, Y, and Z's happened, I've been off sick work, they've not paid us, then we work with the tenant. You know, we'll say, right, completely understand, you know, should we pay this back monthly, you know, 50, 100 quid a month to get you back on track? You know, we work with the tenants. But the ones that just choose to ignore us, zero sympathy for whatsoever, absolutely none. You know, we ring, we email, we WhatsApp, we do everything that we possibly can. So, you know, if this tenant, like I said, had turned around and said, look, there's a reason why, you know, then they'd be on a payment plan. Landlord ultimately gets his money, yeah, or her money. Sexist. You know, granted, it might be over a few months, but they're not losing out. But yeah, sometimes you just got to whip people with a big stick, which is a bit crap. But from our perspective, you know, we're now not wasting time trying to chase that tenant. You know, the debt collection company does it. They get the fee for doing it. and then we eventually send our landlord the rent. So there we go. So we're back at Belgrave Street, and as you can see, we're waiting on the electricians to get back and finish the property off. But a little bit of plaster the road there. By the power of modern technology, we'll get this property listed today. So last bits of snagging, which we can get done this week. I've literally just thrown the oven in because that was in a box. So obviously there's the electrics to finish. Need some plinths. Let's go upstairs. So there's no lights on either for the photographs. So the flash is going to be useful today. Main bedroom. So there's a pipe missing for the radiator, don't ask. But I will somehow get photographs of this and they will look half decent. I think I've got Sean too here tomorrow. So probably the only room that doesn't need anything doing. Won't be able to do the bathroom photograph because it's been cleaned and the bath needs swapping over, so that's what Sean's on for tomorrow. We can just clip that back on and at least make it look presentable for the viewings. So we'll change the bath panel, change the bath. We'll just explain, because the Sparkies can't get on site. What's that bloody big hole? Oh, light switch. Obviously. Yeah, the Sparkies can't get here till next week. But it's kind of obvious when you're viewing that we're not going to be handing the house over with cables hanging out. So, yeah, I'll get some photographs now. Yeah. Let's see what I can come up with. So we're back at Mount Pleasant, and there's definitely nothing pleasant about this one. So carpets have come up, big pile of waste. We have capped the gas off, so you can just see the pipe there, just while we're working on site. That way we know there's not going to be any accidents. Moving into the living room, so we've stripped the paper off there so we can see what was behind it. As you can see, this section's going to have to go back to brick because of the damp. You can just see it. In the kitchen, the tiles have started to come off. That had shelving in it, so that full unit's just going to come out now. Still got to knock off the rest of the tiles. I've contacted the window fitter about new windows, so just waiting for him to get back to me. Then going upstairs. So again, in this room, we've stripped the wallpaper to see what damaged plaster there was. There's also a little bit of damage to the ceiling. So the plan here is that we are going to put a corridor here, and then there's going to be a new bathroom there and under the stairs. So we'll have to knock out there, so you can probably see it better from this side. Oh, yeah. So what will happen is this will become part of the bathroom. So probably the bath underneath, I'll have to work that out, but this wall here is coming out. Again, wallpaper's all come off, and then we've knocked off the bad plaster. So basically there's going to be a corridor that runs there. So you've got a bedroom here. Let's go from this side so you can see. So corridor there, and then you've got bedroom 2 there. Still have bedroom 1 over there, and then this will be bedroom 3 then. So all the bath suite's going to come out. All bath suite, any bits of tiling, all this unit here is going to come out. Yeah, so that's the next stage of work. Still waiting on the roofer, because obviously I'm not going to do any plastering of any kind until I know the roof's repaired. Oh, what's the temperature? Cold. Yeah, it is. So that's it for this one at the moment. Just see how old that is there, can't you? That is rickety. So, just been through, got the pictures. So what I'll do is I'll plan out where the new stud work's going to go. Someone will come in, remove the door, open up in there, get the stud work in, remove this door because obviously it's not going to be used. Again, stud work and that section of wall out of the way. Let's have a little look how deep that goes. Yeah, so that's it there. Usually slightly deeper than that. Just thinking sizes in my head now for the bath and the toilet. Yeah, I think I'll get back and have a little plan. Draw it up on the planner and work out exactly what the script is size wise before obviously we do the work, because usually you'd have the bath going over. You can usually get a bath under at that part, but that's not particularly deep. And it has to be a bath because it's a family home. And that's not deep enough to get a bath in. Unless we knock out this full wall. Bath could go here. It's where to fit the toilet and the sink. Because if you had the bath go in there, you still got, this needs to be wider then to get the toilet and the basin in. I think knock out the wall and then I can sort of measure up then and get an idea of what we can do. Decision. Because really we don't want to make this room any smaller. It's still going to be a good sized room. Still a double room, isn't it? Yeah, let's get it all knocked out and then I can work out the layout then of the bathroom. We'll think of something. Right, there we go. Mount Pleasant for you. Afternoon. Sorry, I am really poorly. Wednesday, sucking on a throat sweet. I'm so ill. I was going picking my kids up. How pale I am. Just had an offer accepted for a client on Inkerman Street, hence why I'm just posting. Yeah. And then we've also submitted another offer for a client today. Sorry, I'm just not with it. I'm not with it at all. Absolutely wiped out. So I'll have probably posted the image of it on air. To be fair, this is all you're getting out of me today. Yeah. Bye. Morning and welcome back to Marsh House Lane. So we are on the very last legs now with this one. So this is the view of the living room, dining room, kitchen. Goes all the way back there. So originally there was a wall and a door there, so we took that out, opened it up. All the new heating systems in, it's fully rewired. So we're just on the last bits of snagging. I've just been through, got a load of images. So the main kitchen's in now. Tiling is coming up this week, so we'll get all the bits tiled. Obviously the cooker will be going in. There's a little bit of plastering work just there, so that's getting booked in. All the waste, so we have a lot of waste that needs removing, so that'll get picked up this week. Then moving upstairs. New doors are in now. So this used to be the old bathroom. So just a little bit of touch up. Painting. This ceiling needs to be skimmed as well. And that wall. So that's bedroom 1. This is bedroom 2. So this used to be a massive bedroom that went through there, and we put a bathroom on the other side. So again, just little bits of snagging now. That's the view out of this window. Still need to paint the external wall, but with the weather now, it's a bit of a nightmare with it being winter. Then this is the bathroom. So fully tiled, toilet to go in, and just little bits of finishing off now. All this needs boxing in. Then we are on bedroom 3. So I think originally, I'm sure there were a door there. I can't remember now, it's changed that much. So this is bedroom 3. So all that waste there is going to get cleared. A little bit of paint in there, just a really good clean up. All the doors will get stained. And then finally bedroom 4. So a couple of floorboards to put in, but yeah, that's where we're at. There you go, phone charger. So yeah, just the last, we've got 2 weeks now until Christmas. I'll start turning these lights off. So it's a case now of just getting the last bits done so we can get this listed for Boxing Day. Boxing Day is usually, well, it's traditionally the busiest day on Rightmove. So obviously if we can get this property on for then, that would be amazing. But I know the carpet's going, I think it's next week. I need to double check. So it is going to be a push. Need to get the cleaners in, obviously. But yeah, there we go. So next time I'm here, we should hopefully be fully completed. Morning, Saturday, 9:10. It's been a bit of a strange week for me because I have been so unbelievably ill this week, like seriously poorly. Still not right. So it's been a bit of a tough week because I've tried to do what I can, but I've also tried to get as much rest as I possibly can at the same time. So I've neglected quite a lot of what I'd usually do each day. I've just literally done the basics. Watched a lot of films this week. But yeah, it's just not been well at all. All my chest, my head, just basically leaking and coughing and spluttering, and yeah, it's been rubbish, really rubbish. And the weather's just as bad today. It is awful. It's just peeing it down heavy. It's awful. Really depressing. Unfortunately, my daughter's caught what I've got. So she was with me on Thursday day because she was poorly all day. She tried to go in school Friday, ended up getting picked up. She would usually be horse riding today, but she's just worn out and ill. So I'm picking her up later, and she's having a rest day. So not my usual Saturday of running around doing horses, which is good because I don't feel up to it myself. So especially with this weather. So obviously I've gone to the new format that I'm going to do once a week. I've not really reported much this week because I have been on death's door, but I've made a few notes through the week. So I've got a client visit tomorrow, I think at 11 AM. So that's Sunday. So I'll go out with new client for the day, just showing them some properties and obviously what we do, some examples of like properties that are on the market being renovated, you know, that sort of thing. And then I think I'll probably do, after I finish that, I'll probably do the weekly summary then of obviously where I've been up to, or what we've been up to this week. We've had a couple of houses offers accepted, which is really good. So I think that's put us on 7 accepted offers now in maybe 6 weeks. So that's a really positive week, especially because I felt like shit. So we've literally done, because my girlfriend's poorly as well, basically everyone's ill. I think that's the best way of doing it. So we've literally sent nothing out sourcing wise this week. I've done no property visits that I can think of because I've just not had the energy to do it. So I've literally just been ticking over this week. Obviously I've just been to Marshall's Lane then because I was passing. Just got the next round of jobs for that, and my ears are bunged up. I could do with going to my flip on New Church Road while I'm in the area today, because some plastering work's been done and I'm planning on getting the kitchen fitted in the next week or so, or starting getting that done. So I could really do with viewing that one today. So yeah, really quiet week for me. Feeling sorry for myself, but shit happens, doesn't it? You get poorly. You just got to suck it up. Still managed to like tick the boxes, but I just basically miss social media off. Like I said, the property sourcing's been missed off. We've just literally ticked the basics and plodded along, and you know, reality is I'll be better next week. Can give it a good go because we've only got 2 weeks for Christmas now, and then get a whole 2 weeks off. 2 weeks off, boom! So that'll be good. Really looking forward to that. Nice break. Still be working, little bits here and there, but obviously everyone else is shut down, so no trades will be doing out. So I don't have any property visits, don't have anything really. Estate agents are barely open, solicitors aren't open. Chill time. So alright, I'm going to carry on driving home now, and hopefully get some updates for you. Have a good weekend. Morning everyone, it's what are we on? Sorry, it's 20 to 11 on Sunday morning. I'm literally about to go out and meet a client at 11 o'clock. We're going out for the day. Well, I say the day, 3 hours, something like that. We're going to go and view a few properties. Let me have a look where we're going. Slow internet. Well, it shouldn't be slow. Right, so today we are meeting at New Church Road, which is one of my flip projects. This is an old one. Then we're going to my other flip projects on New Church, which you'll have seen me document in this series. Then we're off to another property on New Church Road, which is an existing client rental that's advertised for rent, just so the client will be able to see something that's back to brick, something that's halfway through being renovated, something that's on the rental market. Then we're off to Olive Street, which is another one that's just come back on the rental market. And then off to Daneswood Avenue in Whitworth, which is a flip that we completed and is currently on the market for sale. So we'll be able to see the full sort of spectrum from back to brick all the way to, you know, a completed project. So yeah, I need to pull my finger out. I didn't realise the time. So just a bit of an update then for this week. Obviously I have been ill, so ill. It's starting to just leave me now. I think that's the nicest way of putting it. I can breathe, so that's novel. Breathing's useful. So yeah, from a personal sort of perspective, it's been a bit of a shite week because I've been ill. I've not been able to do anything that I wanted to, and I've just done the bare minimum. But you know, you're ill, aren't you? Not much you can do about it. So, update for this week, lettings agency. I spoke earlier in the video about the tenant who hadn't paid the rent, had been ignoring us for a week or two, you know, ignored all the emails, blah, 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 and that we're passing it to the debt collection agency. Well, funnily enough, they contacted her Tuesday dinner time and she paid Tuesday afternoon. Don't make sense. Here's a good one for you. We've actually also received email confirmation again from the debt collection agency. We've been chasing someone for over £2,000 worth of debt, and the county court bailiffs attended last week and they've paid in full, which absolutely amazing. That's took me 12 months to get that. So really buzzing with that. We've been on at this guy for ages, and it just shows again, if you use the right resources, the right people, you know, you can get your money back. So I would never have expected to get the full lump sum. I was expecting, you know, £100 a month for the next 2 years, but yeah, so that money should be in the client's account in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Well, it'll be after Christmas now, won't it? Because everyone's shutting down. Apparently the bailiffs have to hold the money for 14 days, which I've never heard of, but we've never got this far. And then again with lettings agency, we've had a tenancy change at Olive Street in Stacksteads. So that one has now, sorry, I've got a call, let me just move that. Tenant moved out last weekend. We put the property back on the market Tuesday, once we've done the inspection. No issues, so it's gone back on the market at £25 a month extra. So I think the rent for that one is, I should have looked at that, shouldn't I? Olive Street, they were previously paying £500 a month and we've got it advertised at £525. So hopefully a nice little increase for the landlord there. Sourcing, spoke about it sort of earlier in the video. We've had a couple of offers accepted this week. We also lost out on 2 properties this week. So on Tuesday, we were outbid on 2 properties on Spring Lane and Bright Street. So that was a bit gutting. We were outbid purchase price, and one of them was also a cash purchase and more money. So I suppose it is, was it? What? I suppose it is what it is. So we will obviously keep working with our clients to try and find them something there. I had a client call on Thursday with a new client. He works with one of my existing clients. So we had a good chat, just sort of explain what I do, how we do it, etc., etc. A lot of my business is from recommendations, friends and family, things like that. So usually, you know, I always try and give a really good service, the best that we can. And hopefully our clients appreciate it, and then, you know, that's how the business has grown. So yeah, try and do our best. Always try and do our best, you know. It's nice to be nice, isn't it? And then renovation wise, so the properties that we're doing at the moment, the flip that I'm going to today on New Church, that's mine. Plastering should be completed now, so I'll find out today when I go on site. And then I've got Sean down for starting the kitchen works this week, so that'll be good. That should really be starting to come along now. Marsh House Lane that you've seen the video of, snagging works and bathroom being completed this week, and the waste is booked in for removal. So by the end of this week, well, I think the carpet's going Friday. So that's almost there now. We're almost there. Prospect Street, decorating starts tomorrow. Sean was on site doing a bit of woodwork yesterday. Sparkies were meant to have been this week and got all the sockets and lighting up and running so we can heat the property, and they haven't. So I've had to contact Dave. Yesterday I contacted him and said, you need to get there Monday and get some power on. I give him enough notice and it were booked in. So yeah, so try and get that resolved so we can get the property decorated, and then the week after we'll be doing the week after we've got kitchen fitting and carpets and decorating going in. And I think not this week coming, the week after is the last one before Christmas. Can't believe Christmas is here. The other client flip I've got on New Church Road, the first fix electrics, should be completed by Tuesday. So that's good. I'm going to go on site Wednesday and see where we are work-wise. I think I think it's plastering time, yeah. So I've got the first fix plumbing done. Well, it's literally finished. You know, the central heating system's in now. First fix electrics are done by the kitchen. So that means we can now plaster the new bathroom stud walls. Start to get the shape of the building together now. So, you know, probably mid to end of January should be decorating that, which would be really good. Get that on the market for, say, February. And then Belgrave Street, which is one that we put on the rental market this weekend. Sparkies are due this week to complete the second fix. As I said, it's had its first weekend of viewings. So tomorrow morning I'll speak with Claire in lettings and go through what we've had application wise, things like that. So it's now 10 to 11. I'm meeting the client in 10 minutes. I need to pull my finger out my arse and jump in my car because it's literally down the street. So that's really positive for me. So yeah, that's this week's update. Hopefully I won't be poorly next week and there'll be a bit more content in regards to site visits and things rather than me lying in bed feeling pitiful. So, it's absolutely throwing it down again. It's raining all the time. I'm going to get wet. Don't want to. Anyway, such is life. So, I'm going to go and meet my client now. Talk property for a few hours. Chat nonsense. And I quite enjoy these. So, hope everyone's having a good weekend. And see you when I see you.